Look at our county, in wealth and intelligence of its inhabitants, and compare it with others. And tell us, does it suffer in comparison with them? These editorial words, written by the Napanee Standard, captured the feeling of residents in 1862, spurring the drive for separation of Lennox and Addington from its union with Frontenac. In 1864, Lennox and Addington became an independent county. The first county council elected John Stevenson as county warden. Napanee, a village at the head of the falls and on the Grand Trunk Railway line, became the county town, with impressive developments beginning in 1864. A new courthouse and jail were constructed at a cost of $33,000 on land donated by MLA Richard Cartwright. Spectacular falls at Yarker and Napanee gave rise to mills in the early years of settlement. Mill sites grew to hamlets, then villages, as merchants and entrepreneurs arrived opening businesses. As settlement pushed northward, new immigrants from the British Isles and Ireland established new communities. The Addington colonization road from Tamworth to Denbigh opened the north for settlement. Here, farmland was marginal. There were a lot of farmers who just barely made a living, but they stuck with it. Necessity is a good teacher. Addie Wilkes. The life of the pioneer appealed to many, and those who remained experienced the same feeling of independence and freedom felt in the Loyalist settlements 100 years earlier. The 19th century economy in Lennox and Addington was based on two products, wheat and timber. If you were not a farmer, you were likely a lumberman, or both. Hundreds of acres of forest were cleared to supply the demand for lumber and make way for family farms. By the end of the 1870s, construction of the NT&Q Railroad to tap the rich resources of the hinterland and link county communities had begun. Railways meant logs, lumber, and grain could be shipped to middlemen for export, and the mills and factories of companies such as Deserontos Rathbun Company and the H.M. Wright's paper mill in Strathcona. When the first CPR trains crossed the townships in 1914, they were carrying young men and women to unheard-of places in Europe to fight the First World War. The Napanee Armories was built in 1915, and after the war, a cenotaph was unveiled in front of the courthouse in 1920 to pay tribute to supreme sacrifice. By the 1920s, the horse and buggy were being retired in favor of the automobile. Electric lighting, indoor plumbing, radio and telephones were becoming widespread. Locally, the Charles Walters Dance Orchestra was all the rage. Some left the hardships of the family farm to work and live in urban areas or find new opportunities elsewhere. The great stock market crash of 1929 brought the Great Depression and high unemployment. The Canadian government responded with a number of public works projects, including Highway 41, giving farmers an opportunity to find new work. When Canada approved the participation in the Second World War in 1939, over 1,500 county residents offered themselves for military service. The County Memorial Building was built after the war to honor the men and women who served. After a century of slow growth, the county saw rapid industrial development beginning in the 1950s. The UEL Memorial Park, a major Ontario government initiative for tourism and heritage, was established in 1959. Highway 401 opened in 1963, crossing Lennox and Addington, forever changing the rural landscape. Major developments in education were witnessed with the opening of Ernestown in 1960, a large expansion at NDSS in 1966, and the opening of NAEC in 1971. The county hospital was constructed in 1964, followed by Lenadco, our first home for the aged, in 1971. Other developments included the opening of the Regional Detention Center and the renovation of the old jail as a county museum and archives. In the 1970s and 1980s, economic development initiatives attracted new industry, including Lafarge Bath Cement Plant in 1973, UTDC, now Bombardier, in 1978, Goodyear Napanee in 1988, and the opening of Taylor Kidd Boulevard in 1989. In 1993, a major $5.5 million restoration and expansion of the county courthouse was undertaken, including a new Millennium Wing to provide services to the residents of the county now and in the future. From modest beginnings, the County of Lennox and Addington responded well to the diverse needs of residents and business. A priority has been community-based healthcare. Emergency services include the provision of ambulances from 4 bases, 911 service, and emergency management coordination. The Lennox and Addington County Hospital is a key partner, delivering healthcare excellence for 50 years. Since 1971, county services included providing a home for the aged, beginning with Lenadco Home. The highly accredited John M. Parrott Center, which opened in 2005, delivers long-term care services in an environment where residents are treated with unrivaled care, courtesy, and respect. A wide range of social services are administered to clients through Ontario Works, Children's Services, and Social Housing. Prince Edward, Lennox, and Addington collectively manage 414 social housing units between the two counties. Since purchasing half of the York Road from Frontenac County in 1865, residents have relied upon the county to provide first-rate roads and bridges. Today, advanced technology and the wise use of resources maintain a transportation grid of 458 kilometers of roads and 69 bridges and structures. Quality of life is one of the pillars of living in LNA. The county library system was established in 1971. Today, 8 county libraries cultivate a culture of community, literacy, knowledge, and understanding. Preserving our ongoing story is the passion of the County Museum and Archive staff. Residents can now enjoy new museum exhibits and services to showcase our history and improve the accessibility of resources. We've come a long way since mills were first established on the shores of our waterways. Today, commerce is big business in LNA. The County Economic Development Department oversees investment attraction and business support. Tourism development has seen a heightened role in recent years with the development of numerous projects to attract visitors and key sporting events. Lennox and Addington offers the best of both worlds. Communities that are full of life, entertainment, and commerce. Together with rural areas that are rich in natural resources, history, and farming. Our 4 municipalities are the place to be, to work, to live, and to play.
With my shoulders back and I head up to the sky.